Hello guys and welcome back to In the Pits. Now this was another race where I just got chucked in. I didn't get a qualifying lap or whatever. I don't know why I've started 9th, but I have. Yeah, no qualifying, didn't know how much fuel I needed. I got enough time to put fuel into the car without knowing how many laps I was doing, so I just whacked it up to full. And turned out I was doing 7, so I had a heavy car the whole race. And there's absolute chaos around here, absolute mayhem. 6 people just nose to nose, crashing, still see them spinning in the rear view mirror. Don't know what they were doing, just, you know, just don't touch anyone else and carry on driving through, which is what I tried to do.
Nice start.
Nice start. Cheers, spotter guy. Gone a little bit deep there, missed the apex on the first one, but we're still in the game. That's the most important thing. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I didn't get to set my traction control or whatever, but as you can see on the dashboard, ABS is on 5 and traction control is on 3. I have been hearing people saying about this game that 1 means... I have heard people saying on this game that if your traction control is on 1... What's this guy doing? I've gave him plenty of space and he still feels the need to hit me. This guy on the right, he's gone over the sand and he's still getting a good run out of it. I don't know how. I thought Assetto, if you went off the track, it gave you penalties and made you stop for 20 seconds or something. Oh yeah, so what was I saying? I've heard Assetto Corsa recently, if you have your traction control set to 1 is the highest amount that it can be set, and I don't know how high it goes to, like 6 or something. I'm not sure, but 6 is the lowest, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So yeah, another incident. That guy's gone flying through the bollards, the barrier things. This guy I thought he was going to make a terrible rejoin and smack me off, but luckily he hit the brakes. Nice bit of respect there from him. I guess that's... is it? Yeah, that's driver etiquette. I think that's the word for it. I'm not too sure. Watching this video back though, my frame rate doesn't look good. We've got another incident here. This guy was coming back on the track, but he's realised he's left his keys at home or something, so he's had to turn around and go and get them. I don't know what his deal is. See, I'm not a quick driver or anything, but it looks like I've made up positions again by just keeping myself to myself. But I'm pretty sure the guy behind me, he overtook me earlier and then crashed, and now he's back behind me again. So I'm just slow. Good news though, wheel cam still working. Can you believe it? God, my frame rate does look bad on this. I don't know, I'm watching it on my laptop. Maybe incident. I thought I did a good job of avoiding him and I just span out on the grass. Some things are just not meant to be. I lose positions. It's all going off. It's not working out for me this race. I don't know who Patrick Deklev is, but someone doesn't want him in the game. Normally when the game asks me if I want to kick someone, I just press yes anyway, because I'm a bastard. Even if I don't know who the hell they're going on about, you know, just get rid of him. He's obviously a troublemaker if someone wants him gone. Getting a bit tight into turn 1 and 2 though. I've hit the gravel a bit. That's lost me so much time. I don't know if you saw wheel cam, but my girlfriend decided to move it or something. I don't know. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Not trying to show off. Anyway, I completely shoot off well into the... completely missed my braking point. It's odd watching this replay though. When I was playing, I didn't notice any frame drops at all, but watching it now, I even bounced it at 60 FPS 6. I don't know why it's so bad. I record with shadow play and that just records what happens on the screen, but then I use another program to put the wheel cam on it and whatever. And I've heard that, like, I can't remember what I heard about the human eye and how many... Oh, I've ruined it. Spun it out.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
At least I didn't rejoin in front of that guy. I don't know what I heard about the human eye anyway, but it only sees a certain amount of frames a second, and people who say they like play games at 200 frames a second, I don't really understand the point, because your eyes can't pick up that many frames. God, this does look bad though. I'm sorry guys, I've got a GTX 960 and this really does look terrible. I promise it wasn't like this when I recorded it.
V6, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
Halfway through the race, P5, but I'm probably only P5 because half the people who started racing got pissed off and quit. Well, that's their own fault. I don't know how, but my wheel cam looks smoother than the gameplay. And my wheel cam is like I've got a Drift Ghost HD or something, and it only records in 30 frames a second. And the game records at whatever it's playing at. I think it's like 70 or something. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with this next bit of the race. Looks like it could be a bit boring. I hate being in an online race and then you're just all alone. No one to battle with. Just feel so alone. Nothing going on. Nothing doing. I do love my wheel though. I know it's not as expensive as the TX or the T300, but I've heard a few people reviewing the T150. I've heard of people reviewing the T150 and the TMX, comparing them to the T300 and the TX. And people just say they feel exactly the same, but just on like the wheels a bit smaller, like that. That's the only difference they feel through it. I do want to get a better one though. It's just money needs to go to more important things right now. Why? Gone deep again. You know what, I'm really sorry guys, I'm not even sure if I managed to catch anyone else in the rest of this race. I can't remember. Surely someone's gonna mess up in the next 2 laps in front of me. Sorry, I had to go get another beer. One thing that upsets me about this game is the amount of mods that are available, and the amount of online lobbies that don't have the mod tracks in. And I don't understand why, because the Assetto Corsa lobbies don't involve like PS4 lobbies, because if you have a PS4 and you're playing it on there, you can't get mods. But everyone who's on this uses PC, so we can all use mods. Like, you know, I want like the Monza like classic track, and like the Imola, I think it was like 19 I won't say it because I get it wrong. 1984.
It's now about 11.8 seconds.
Imola 1984 track. I'm not sure. It was like a different layout. Like I love all those classic tracks, you know. And there is literally so many track mods for Assetto Corsa that well, I've got as well. I've got about 50 of them, and they never appear online. I think this race is about after I hit the sand,
Just had a warning for cutting.
realised I was on my own, and that's where it ended. See you next time.